They say you can't have your cake and eat it too, but they just didn't think of putting the cake on their faces. Hi friends, hi, my name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. And today I'm coming to you with yet another collab. I know I've had so many collabs this year. I think 2020 is the year of friendship is magic. This time, this is the cake face collab and I'm barefaced because I don't want to spoil the look for you. So I'm sorry for the horrors inflicted upon your psyche by seeing my bare visage. This video is done in collaboration with a bunch of lovely ladies. I'm just going to put their photos on this side of the screen over here and a link to their channels and their videos down below. Please do not forget to check them out. This collaboration is about cake face. And no, I do not mean the proverbial cake face where one just puts more and more layers of makeup to hide the emptiness inside. No, it's just taking a cake and drawing inspiration from it. We were split up in pairs and we had to draw someone's name out of an online hat, and then we would send an inspirational cake to that person. I got a cake chosen by Karen Harris Makeup. She has a lovely channel. She is really nice and sweet, so I do suggest you check her out. And she gave me this cake. The place that did this cake is run by her friend Afra, and this is, let's see, an abstract trio that went out to celebrate 3 birthdays. And the plants on the cakes are actual real-life plants, succulents. The concrete part of the cake is cookies and cream. And then the pink and white minis are lemon vanilla sponge filled with mixed berry compote and white chocolate frosting. And I'm starting to get hungry because these sound delicious. I think baking and cake making specifically are such an art because it's not enough to just like put stuff on top of the other, throw some frosting in it and hope for the best. It's like alchemy, it's a science, it's potions in a sense, and you have to to be really careful about both the taste and the presentation and the composition and how dense it is, how it will age, so on. It's really fascinating to me, mainly because I can't bake for shit. Anyway, enough of my bare face. Let's switch to having my base done and starting the look. Hi, I'm back. I look a little bit better, but not by much. We are going to ignore the fact that I look like I never get any sleep. I promise I'm not a vampire. I just have 5 AM shifts. I'm really sleepy. The biggest cake is the gray one. Problem is, gray does not look great on me unless it's a darker gray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use gray as a pop of color and make the pink my main focus of this color story. There are graphic elements in the cake that I think that if I had any colored liners, like white liners, pink liners, I would be able to mimic. However, I don't have those, so we are going to go for a more just blown out, colorful looks that has the colors of the cakes, but not necessarily their gorgeously, expertly done graphic-ish parts. I'm going to dip a lot into the Juvia's Place, the Douce palette. As you can see, it's kind of got everything that I need. It's got a gray, it's got a pink, and it's got some highlight shades. I'm going to start with a very fluffy blush brush. I kind of like this shape for blushes that aren't very highly pigmented because it does take a bit of color. And from the Juvia's palette, I'm going to take the shade Creme and use it as a blush and as a crease shade. I'm doing C circular motions because I wanted to go up a bit at the temple, and then I'm also going to insist into the eye socket area with the same brush, same blush, to tie in the look together. There's such an onus on multifunctional products that I think we forget that powder is powder, cream is cream. Sure, there might be some longevity differences, but in the end, you can use whatever, wherever. I've been really into blush draping lately. I'm a bit addicted. I do it all the time. Put on the blush. I'm going to take a very fluffy blending brush and start blending out my crease color, same pink from the Juvia's Place palette. What I'm doing here is circular and wiper motions at the same time to ensure that the blend is nice and soft and fluffy. I'm going in with Custard from Juvia's Place still. Making very gentle, very soft stamping motions. With the same brush, I'm going to wing out this hot pink. Wings, the biggest thing is to have a steady hand. And to have a steady hand, you have to have your elbow on a steady surface. Having the elbow there provides an anchor point. It's the same as in painting. You want loose, natural movement. You move it from the elbow, not from the wrist. If you want more control, sharp movements that are a bit more stilted, granted less liveliness in them, you move from the wrist. Thus, keeping the elbow on a steady surface kind of like prevents that tendency to just move your arm about and you just do the movement from your wrist. I'm feeling a bit crazy today, so I'm going to try my hand at a watercolor blush. What a watercolor blush is basically blush colors bleeding into each other, softly blended. I'm going to take a different blush brush, this time a very fluffy pointed brush which helps better with a more controlled application of color, good for very pigmented shades, and I'm going to apply blush in the higher points of my face, fading out into the initial pink that we placed. And unfortunately, as you can see, I did not pay enough attention and now I look crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my original blush brush and just blend everything out. I'm going to highlight with the shade Tarte from Juvia's Place, which reads as a very pretty pink duochrome with a light base to it. For the gray part of the look, I'm going to take the shade Mont Blanc and place it with my finger on my lid. Don't think I forgot about those very, very pretty succulents. I'm going to take the shade Hyjinks from Looxi Beauty, and I'm going to place it wherever I want. So I applied mascara and I feel that the green brows make me look a bit like the Joker. I mean, I know for sure I'd do a better job than the last guy, the guy who played him in Suicide Squad, because that was literal character assassination. So DC, top this look up with some crazy pink lipstick, and this is a MAC Wagasa Twirl from their Boom Boom Bloom collection. Okay guys, this was the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out the other lovely ladies that this collab was done with. It couldn't be possible without them. Hope you guys will have a wonderful evening, a morning, a third lunch, second breakfast, or whatever it is where you're from. Bye!